Hi everyone, welcome back to today's video. For today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make these sweet little gift tags for this holiday season. So I just wanted to do one last holiday video for any last minute things that I could kind of think of that might be coming up. And for me personally, I really needed some tags. Last year I bought all of my tags, and this year I decided that I would try and make them, and I made these up and I think they're absolutely adorable. I showed you guys the video last week, I think, or maybe it was the week before, using the Jolly Friend set and making some tags, and I think that one is absolutely adorable. But for me, I always wrap my presents in craft paper. So I wanted to do some tags that would match really perfectly with that, and I do craft paper, and then I have, whoops, now I'm throwing things. I have a couple of ribbons that I use to help wrap my gifts and things like that. So I decided to make these tags, and I figured, you know, Christmas is almost here, so holiday season's about over, but this is one thing that you may need at the last minute. So I wanted to give you guys another option for a really easy way to make some gift tags. So the things we are going to need, we're going to be using our banner framelits dies, and this is really the product that makes this all happen. It's really what makes our tag, so these are going to be important. I'm going to be using the Hang Your Stocking stamp set to put a little greeting on the front of my tags. You don't have to do that. You could leave it blank if you want to. We're going to be using Real Red ink. I have a hole punch. I don't know what size this is, and it doesn't matter. You just need a hole punch. I have the Candy Cane Lane Baker's Twine Duo. I don't remember the exact name of it, but this is what I use to make my tags. So you can use both of them. You can use one of them. You can use whatever kind of twine you have. Anything to tie to adhere your tag to your package. And then for papers, I have a piece of crumb cake cardstock, and this is a full sheet of 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, so I have that. And then I also just have a scrap of, this is the Candy Cane Lane Designer Series paper, my absolute favorite Designer Series paper out of the holiday catalog, in case you didn't know. And all I've done is cut it into a little scrap. I don't know the size of this. Let me see. It looks like it's about 2 inches wide. The beauty of this is that you can really use your scrap pieces of paper for these tags because you don't need much of the Designer Series paper. So I just pulled this out of my scrap section, and I'm going to go ahead and use this. So let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, so to start off, we're going to make our tags, and I actually misspoke earlier when I said you need a full piece of crumb cake. I forgot that I cut it in half before. So I'm just going to use a half piece of cardstock. It's actually our standard card base size, so it's 8.5 by 5.5 inches. And the first thing that we're going to do is take this, and I'm going to fold it in half, just like we were making a card basically, but we're not going to be making a card. So there's that. And then we're going to take our banners, our dies, and I'm going to use the third largest banner. And what I'm going to do is take it and put it on our little piece of cardstock here. And I'm going to put it down, and I need actually a piece of washi tape. And I'm going to put it down, and I'm going to kind of hold it up so I can see it. And basically what I'm looking for is a little gap between the metal of the die and the paper, because you don't want to cut that fold. You want to leave that fold there. You don't want to cut. So what I do to double check is you can flip it over and you can see the cutting, the little raised bit that cuts, and you just want to make sure that you can see that. Now if you can't see it, you might want to move it around a little bit, use another piece of washi to really make sure that it's where you want it to be so you don't cut it. Then I'm going to bring in my big shot here and put this bad boy down. And I like to crank this through twice. And it's a little hard to get through. You really have to crank it because you are cutting through 2 pieces of cardstock. But once you get it through, it's not that bad. So there's that. And then on this same piece of cardstock, so you can actually get 2 tags out of one piece of, or half a piece of cardstock. So I'm going to go ahead and take off my washi tape, and I might rip it, and that's okay. I forgot to kind of get rid of some of the stickiness with this washi because it's super sticky. And I don't know if you guys can have noticed or can notice, but I got new lighting finally. So hopefully this video is pretty well lit and it's a little bit better than some of my previous videos. So that washi ripped this a little bit. I'm not going to worry too much about it because we are going to put some designer series paper over this, so it's not that big of a deal. But like I said, you can go ahead and take your banner and put it, I put it as close to the previous one as possible. And I'm just going to go ahead and take this and I'm going to crank it through. Okay, so I have my second little banner, and while I have my big shot out here, I'm going to go ahead and take the next smallest size banner. So I'm going to put this one back, and I'm going to take the next smallest size, and I'm going to grab my piece of designer series paper. And since I already have my big shot, I'm going to go ahead and cut out 2 banners. I'll just go ahead and make 2 tags since we're here and have everything out, and I'm going to need them anyways. So there's one. And here is number 2. Whoops. Feed that through. Perfect. And now we have everything that we're going to need to make our tags. Okay. Next thing that I'm going to do is go ahead and make the little sentiment that's going to go on our tags. So I actually use this strip over here to do the ones that I've already done earlier. So I am going to grab my stamp set here, and there are 3 greetings in this stamp set, and all 3 of them work really, really well for this project. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do both of these with the wishing you a season filled with love and happiness. I just feel like that's a really good one it's just a really good all-around good greeting. So I'm going to mount that up, grab my real red ink, and I'm just going to stamp this right there, and then a second time right next to it. So that's all the stamping that we're doing for this. And like I said, this is a really awesome project because you don't have to use a lot of supplies. A lot of this stuff could be scraps from your craft room. So turn this the other way. So now what I'm going to do is bring in my paper trimmer. And I'm just going to trim these. There's no real size that you need to have it. I don't even honestly know what size mine ended up. You just want to make sure that it's small enough to fit on the banner that we just cut. So I'm just going to take this, hold it up. Yep, it looks perfect. And then I'm going to grab this other one and go ahead and trim this one down. Just like so. And like I said, these are super easy tags, and if you don't have these exact materials, you don't have to use these materials. You can use what you have at home. That's one of the great things that I really do love about this project, is that you can use the scraps and things that you already have, so you don't have to run out and go get stuff. And that's why I really wanted to show you guys this one, because I know there's always those last minute gifts that I need to give people, that I'm running around looking for a tag and wrapping paper and all that stuff. This one's absolutely perfect. So now all I'm going to do, actually I am going to do one more little bit of stamping I forgot. So this stamp set, where did I just put it? Oh, it's right here. This stamp set also has this to and from in it. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp that on the inside of my little tags here. Need my ink. You don't have to do this step, obviously. You can just write in there. But I think it gives an extra little touch to it. And it looks like, you know, you went out and bought these when in all reality you actually made them. So I think that's a fun little extra bit to do. So now we're going to fold our tags back up. And I'm just going to take some regular adhesive, put it on the back of here, and then just line this up just like that. And you can really do an assembly line with these. I think I made like 12 or 14 or something like that the other day in, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. My husband and I sat in my craft room here and I just started whipping them out, and it really didn't take very long at all. Once you get the hang of it and once you get kind of a process down, like I would cut all of my tag base or my tags, and then I would do the designer series paper, and then I stamped and cut everything, and it goes pretty quick once you get the hang of it. So as you saw, I just put a couple dimensionals on the back of my sentiment, and I just stuck it down on there. Now I am doing it a little bit to the right because now I'm going to come in with my hole punch, and I'm going to punch a hole. Sometimes I can get it to go all the way through on the first try, and sometimes I really have to work at it, but that one was easy. And then I'm just going to take my baker's twine, and I'm going to grab some scissors, and I'm just going to cut some pieces. I don't know how long these pieces are. I'm not really measuring. I'm just kind of cutting and hoping that it works out well. So I use 2 pieces just because I think it gives it a little bit more substance. I think it looks a little bit better. You can use 1 though if you want to, and you can use whatever kind of twine, ribbon, whatever you have at home. Use what you have. I mean, that's the whole point of this project. So I'll do 1 with that, and then I'll do the other with just the plain. And dun, 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 dun. And then I just fold them in half, stick it through the little hole, and then stick the ends back through. And there you have it. Those are our little tags for today. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's project. Super quick, super easy. I wanted to give you guys something that you really could utilize. And, you know, if you're like me and run out of something at the very last minute, like I feel like I always do, I really hope you guys enjoy this and can get some good use out of it. So I hope you guys enjoy. Be on the lookout. My next few videos coming up soon are going to be starting with the occasions catalog and celebration stuff. So if you still need your catalogs, please, please, please go to my website, which is littlemooncreation.com, and use the contact me form, or you can email me directly at littlemooncreation@gmail.com. Don't forget, if you want to purchase any of these products, you can go online directly to my Stampin' Up page. It is littlemooncreation.stampinup.net, and you can purchase all of these products 24/7. Anytime that's convenient for you, and get them shipped right over to you. So I hope you guys are having a great day and have a good rest of the holiday season, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!